leaders, brothers and sisters, Madam Toastmaster and honored guests, I have been to the mountain and I have seen the promised land. And you can all get there too. The promised land is a Competent Communicator Award. And all of you can have one. How do you get the Competent Communicator Award? By doing what Toastmasters tells you to do to get the Competent Communicator Award. Now think about it. Think about your first meeting when you came to Toastmasters. Last night at an organizational meeting, Kari Evans told about her first Toastmasters meeting because we were at the table topics portion of the meeting. And she says, I remember my first Toastmasters meeting, and they were doing tabletops. They looked at me and they said, Kari, would you like to get up and give a speech? And I said, no. Well, now Kari is a double distinguished Toastmaster. The program works. Why does it work? Think about the people that you've seen give their first icebreaker speech. My name is John Miles. And then think of the other things. But what happens in Toastmasters? It's a great program. You start out and you give a speech. And it's the shortest speech you ever get to give that's not an icebreaker. Or that's not an icebreaker, I mean, table topics. The shortest speech. And it's the easiest subject. Because you get to talk about the subject that you know more about than anything in the whole wide world. You get to talk about you. And you stand up and you tell us who you are and why you're here and what you plan on getting out of Toastmasters. And then you move along. And then you go along and the next one is you've got to organize your speech. Well, how do you organize a speech? Well, you do it really simple. You come up here. You stand before the crowd and you tell them what you're going to tell them. And then after you've told them what you're going to tell them, you tell them. And then to make sure they didn't miss it, you wind up by telling them what you told them. That's the simple way to organize a speech. There's other things that they talk about, building crescendo, but those are later episodes. Each exercise in Toastmasters, 10 of them in order, going from the icebreaker all the way up to inspire your audience. And each one builds a different skill. You introduced yourself. You got your feet wet. You're not so scared to stand in front of anybody anymore. You organized your speech. Put it in order. You think about what you're going to say. You get another exercise. Another exercise is, how do you say it? Well, it's simple. You take a breath and the words come out. But the question is, what words do you choose? Do you choose the same words if you're giving a speech to the African American Patrolmen's League at the Atlanta Police Department as if you're giving a speech to the Council on Arab-Islamic Relations? Or the same words if you were talking to the Ku Klux Klan? No, you use different words. You've got to choose your words for your audience. It's what is referred to as neuro-linguistic programming. People respond visually, auditorily, and kinesthetically. They either respond to things they see, things they hear, or things they feel. And you have to listen to your audience and hear the way that they talk to you. Because when people talk to you, they will use verbs that tell you whether they are auditory, visual, or kinesthetic. And once you know that, you choose your verbs to get on the same level with them. Because if you're talking to an auditory person and you're standing over here talking visual, you're not going to understand each other. Because he's listening for sounds and you're talking pictures. And he doesn't hear your pictures and you don't say his sounds. So that's important. We talk about vocal variety. That's a scary thing. People think vocal variety is simple. You talk loud, you talk slow. But that's not true. Vocal variety is, sometimes you got to talk real fast. Sometimes you don't get the idea how to talk real fast, get the idea of it. Sometimes you slow down because you're saying something that's difficult to understand. Your words are powerful. Your words are auriferous. Your words are your weapons. They are what you get things done with. That is the way you accomplish things. And then comes